Joe.
Howdy doody guys, I'm the Hound 5. Welcome to the Minecast. Today I'm joined with...
Stargamer.
Hey.
And...
Vamp Gaming. Hi.
Vamp Gaming. And, no Jacoby, as of right now. 95% sure he's going to be joining in the latter half, if he does join at all. That being said, I don't remember what I was doing in the last episode. So we're gonna look around the server and try to remember what
I'm just gonna end my stream now. I don't feel like streaming.
Okay.
So it had something to do with your house you were building.
Probably. I turned the call way up. I need to... There.
I should probably...
If you guys have any trouble hearing either Vamp or Stargamer, I apologize. If you guys have any trouble hearing me, I apologize. If anyone's currently messaging in the chat, I apologize. I don't have any way of seeing it right now. I think Rogue just hit the wall, or the dog hit the wall, or...
Bro, he probably fell and, like, died.
I genuinely don't know what happened. I just heard a thud on the wall.
Yeah. Bro, I got a goofy shaped head.
I need more clay. I wish I was on Rogue server right now. He is... Every time we go underground, it's just... lush caves.
Yeah. I'm gonna cover up with my blanket. It's cold.
It is cold. I'm actively freezing to death.
I
You're
could probably open my door, or open my window, and be fine right now. But that's just because it's so warm in my room.
Actually, he doesn't live that far away from us, man. Who? How about Jess? Yeah, she lives in another state. What about it? Not really.
She's all the way in Alabama, or Arizona, or whatever you said.
You'd honestly be surprised how cold it does get down there.
That's true, but I mean, it would help if it wasn't like a swampland.
Oh no, where they live, it's not very swampy. It's actually very nice.
So basically, what you're saying is you live in a rich person neighborhood.
No, not at all.
I can't believe you would live in a gated community. How dare you?
They don't. But no, honestly though, like, I will say the one thing I think Indiana has better than where Star lives is lakes.
True.
We have much nicer and much more lakes, from what I was able to see at least. I think they have better history, to be honest, because like there's an aircraft museum not too far from them.
Well, there's an aircraft museum not too far from where we live.
Yeah, but the one we have is like a tiny, dinky helicopter. Theirs is...
Nah, there's hold on. Let me go ask my dad where it's at.
Are you talking about Grissom?
Yeah, Grissom, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Grissom's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, yeah, we have an airbase not that far from here, and they do air shows and stuff.
Well, I don't want to give too much away, like, 'cause I don't want to say exactly where Star lives. But,
I mean, fair, I kinda already said it, so.
yeah, but she wasn't really...
Well, the state.
She wasn't really heard much. Let's just say a fairly large aircraft corporation has an
Corporation
office.
as in separate from the military? Like a private security company?
I can mute it. No, let me mute and just say it.
go like anywhere in the world within like an
Yeah,
hour.
the SR-72 is it's gonna be a beast.
It's gonna be wild if it actually like succeeds.
Cause that's that's what they based the one plane off of in the Top Gun Maverick. Also, can we all just like talk about the fact that if you actually ejected out of a plane going Mach 10, you'd be vaporized instantly? Spacesuit or not?
Because they're like, oh yeah, the Dark Star is gonna be able to go to Mach 6. And I'm like, yeah, I know the plane can handle that, but can the pilot?
Well, in Top Gun Maverick, he takes it to Mach 10, and then has to eject.
Die.
Yeah, I mean,
Your body would cease to exist.
Well, I actually don't know how many G's you're pulling at Mach 10. I'd have to actually look that up and like do the math.
It's probably not good for you amount of G's.
Well, yeah. Any amount of G's is not good.
Like that's like a not good for you amount of G's.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue how much. I have no clue how much Mach 10 actually would be. But all I know is it's considerable.
Excuse rapper noises. I have snacks.
Mach 10 is the equivalent of Mach Jesus.
No, speaking of that, I saw a TikTok today, right?
Yeah.
And there's a guy who's like, he's like, my girlfriend asked why I was so crazy, and he owns like a Kawasaki Ninja. He said, I love going down the road at Mach Jesus and dancing with death every day.
Wasn't the Kawasaki Ninja also what Tom Cruise has in Top Gun?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I think it is. It was like the fastest motorcycle at the time of the first movie.
Huh. Let me look up what the current fastest sports bike is.
Anytime anyone says ninja, I kind of just shudder.
Oh, I can't use voice search. Hold on. Okay. What?
Vamp having to type for the first time since getting his new phone.
Or bike. No, the other day I saw somebody riding on a Hayabusa bike. Okay, the fastest street bikes that you can buy. This is the list from 2021. Aprilia RSV 1000R Milla something. Oh no, it's currently the Kawasaki Ninja H2R.
Okay, so they just upgraded the Kawasaki Ninja.
As of 2023. This is.
So basically, they just upgraded it and said, "Eh, good enough."
See, Hayabusas are pretty good too.
Yeah. Creeper.
The creeper wants to be your friend.
Punch the creeper in its jaw.
What did the creeper ever do?
His
Alright.
film.
No, I know you said we're not going to get political on the Minecast, right? Correct?
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight.
Not this again.
That's not political at all.
No, I am so livid about this. They can tag team Mike Tyson, Jake and Logan at the same time fighting. Jake's not getting drugs tested. He's still wear headgear. This is the most, like, rigged fight ever.
Wait.
Funny, all this is for Jake Paul's safety because they're scared Mike Tyson's gonna kill him.
But wait, what were you saying about the tag team? What?
Hey, at any point during the fight, Jake Paul can call in his brother Logan Paul, and they can both fight Mike Tyson.
Seriously? That's what they're going with now.
And just have to weigh in so you can go as heavy as you want.
I mean, yeah, because realistically, Mike's a fairly heavy dude.
Like, I get that, but the fact that they're not going to be drug testing him, they're giving him headgear, and Mike Tyson's not getting anything.
And again, they're not gonna drug test because Mike smokes pot, so he would fail a drug test anyway. It'd be unfair to drug test Jake without drug testing Mike.
No, I do believe they are going to drug test him.
Well, if they're gonna drug test
For
Mike, then
performance-enhancing drugs, not for...
still, but if they're gonna drug test Mike, they have to drug test Jake. There's no, they gotta do it.
Yeah.
If they're gonna drug test neither of them, then I'm like, yeah, cool, okay, that's understandable. Headgear I also understand, because I mean, like, have you seen Mike Tyson's punch? The headgear's not gonna really matter.
Yes, Mike Tyson is my idol, bro.
He goes for the jaw, he doesn't go for, like, the side of the head. The headgear's not gonna matter that much. It's more for, you know, making sure Jake doesn't end up with his head dented in like SpongeBob.
And like, I don't know, it's just I find the rules so broken.
I don't understand the tag team thing, because Logan literally had the option to fight Mike Tyson prior to Jake, and turned it down because...
Jordan's like, oh, you wouldn't fight Mike Tyson, I'd be like...
Yeah, see, Logan literally had the opportunity to fight...
What I said was, if I was forced to Mike Tyson, I would be, you know, scared cat about it. I'd do it, no headgear, just gloves, and go at it.
Why is this game like this?
You gotta do it, Trooper.
No, I died to a zombie because I got stuck in the stupid emote menu.
You're the one that chose to play Minecraft.
Literally, while inside a furnace, I began to be attacked by a zombie. Exited the furnace to fight said zombie, and then somehow got stuck in an emote menu. The dumbest thing this game's ever done is add emotes. Why is that needed?
For like RP and stuff.
I'm genuinely upset. I had 25 levels. I don't even know how many levels I have now.
Probably like 50.
I have 7 levels. I went from 25 to 7 levels because I got stuck. Dude, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I'm genuinely upset.
I'm so glad we don't have school Friday though.
Yeah.
And I get pie tomorrow.
Rogue was pretty happy about it as well. He was literally like saying how like he was like we can go longer Friday if we want. I'm like, why the hell would we want to go longer on a Lego stream?
Well, like also the 22nd and like I don't know if we're doing multiple days, but I will be going to Comic-Con hopefully. So.
You're going to what?
Yeah, shush. I already talked to him. Going to Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on like the 22nd through the 24th.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Hey, we don't have to dress up to go, too. Yeah, just. Oh, geez. I don't know if you heard about this, but some like kid on the bus was telling me that some guy at the like I don't remember if it was like at the high school or what was threatening to like come and shoot me or something.
Whoa. Why would anyone want to do that?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I don't know who this kid is. I don't even know his name. All I know is that some kid was just running his mouth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring a gun and shoot him, and I was like, and I told this little kid that was telling me all this, and I was like, okay, will you tell whoever said that to you that I dare them to try?
Yeah.
And the little kid's like, okay, bet. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when I get on the bus after school.
Jesus. You're playing with fire, kid.
Nobody has had the balls to shoot me yet, so I think I'll be alright.
I need to put torches on my tree farm. I was just sitting there. I was like, why are so many mobs spawning under my trees? Because I haven't put.
You know, maybe because of shadows and darkness.
Yeah, because I haven't put torches. I was like, I had to think about it for a second. I was like, wait a second. Trees can grow with torches at their base. Why haven't I put torches down? Lack of torches.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of how mobs work, my guy.
Yeah.
You have your light off in your room?
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah, all I see from your TV light is just like the outline.
Yeah.
You see the outline of the side of your head.
I mean, this would basically be like what you'd be seeing of me if we did an actual podcast anyway. At least at the beginning of it.
Honestly, eventually, if you want to make this like an actual serious thing, we could buy like a space and do it Joe Rogan style and like have like cameras and all that.
Well, I'm thinking more like long-term wise. I'm thinking for the Minecast. You know, whenever we do go over to like an actual podcast style, what we would do is it would be all digital. So we'd all be in separate places and we'd just share our webcams.
Yeah.
Now, Star wouldn't want to be seen, so we just do like a PNG, like Star's logo or whatever for her webcam, and just have her audio included. That way.
Why don't you want to be seen?
Well, plenty of reasons. I mean, it's the same thing with Rogue. Rogue doesn't want to be seen, so we just have his logo as his. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just easier that way, and it's.
See, like, I'm one of those people, like, I'd rather have a webcam on and then, like, wear a mask or something if I need to, instead of, like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I wouldn't mind being on webcam, but, like, I also definitely understand, like, not wanting to be seen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, at all.
And apparently tomorrow they're supposed to be signing the thing to ban TikTok and all that.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day in Congress.
You know what's funny? I don't care. You want to know why? Because I'll just watch YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
I mean, I could care less about TikTok, honestly. I have a TikTok to post here and there about live streams and other things.
Yeah.
It's TikTok to me is more of a secondary social media platform.
I mean, it's fun to just, like, scroll through and watch things.
See, I don't even scroll through and watch it. For me, it's more business. Like, TikTok is a very good way to promote other things. Promote other social medias.
Yeah.
Because, like, YouTube is nice. Twitch is nice. Twitter's nice. But, like, there's only really so much you can do on these specific...
Also, tell Jacoby, he spelled lo-fi wrong.
Did he spell with a Y?
L-O-F-I.
Did he spell with a Y?
Yeah, here, hold on, here. I can tell you how he spelled it. Hold on.
Okay. I want to hear this. So 95% sure he'd asked me and Star how to spell it. We told him the right way, and he still spelled it that way.
Yeah, scroll down. Sound. Lowfiy.
Oh dear.
Spelled it.
Spelled it how it sounds. And I'm like, it's not. I haven't got a chance to tell him yet. I just now found that out today.
I mean, we never said Jacoby was the smartest among us. Among us.
Don't start with that.
I had to. But yeah, that's funny. I mean, I think, because he was doing that during a Fortnite stream, I think, right, Star?
That I have no idea.
Okay, I thought we were live playing Fortnite when he was trying to do that for Vamp. Because like I said, I'm 95% sure he asked us how it's spelled. And we told him the correct way, and it still ended up being...
I don't know how to change it, because I just want to sound like that. You can't.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if you can even change it. It may just have to stay that way.
Toby's such a freaking goofball, bro.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, but that's not the name, though. That's the thing.
I know. But it's not like it's a copyrighted name either.
Well, true.
Yeah, the real name of it is just Peace. Because the lo-fi beat is just what type of audio it is.
Yeah.
So as long as you spelled peace correctly, you're it's not gonna hurt it or anything.
Yeah, that's true, TikTok. Danny DeVito is on board too. Bro, do you even know who Danny DeVito is?
Danny DeVito was at the Grammys? Whatever. Whatever that recent award show was that I didn't watch because I could care less.
Should I need my phone to stand up? I don't actually have a phone stand. I need to get like a case with a stand on it. What, monkey?
I got a phone stand, not this year, but the year prior for my birthday. It looks amazing.
There we go.
I just
Sorry, shut up because I don't think you guys want to see me shirtless.
I always seem to accidentally knock over my phone stand at like the worst times.
Yeah. Or like you're holding it up in the air, like watching something, and you drop it on your face.
Well, with a phone stand, you're not actually supposed to like hold it by the phone stand, like you're supposed
No,
to.
I mean like, let's say you're like laying in bed and watching something, and you're holding up your phone in the air, and you just drop it on your face.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the phone stand.
I know, I'm just saying. I think that happens.
I don't really have that happen much. It used to here and there, like when me and Star were on call.
I've definitely done that a lot of times.
Just drop your phone on your face by accident.
Yeah.
Wild.
No, like for me, it's like I'll reach over onto my table, so I have a table next to me.
Yeah.
And I'll just hit the I'll hit my phone and knock the stand over because it's not like it's stable, but it's like if you bump it or anything, it falls.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have people next to me or anything, because I'm not usually at my house most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what sucks? I can't come hang out with you. My dad nor your dad will budge.
Yeah.
They going to like, well, one of you got to do something. Because you said once I get my phone, I'll be able to go and hang out with friends.
Yeah, I mean, I was willing to go as far as being like, give your dad my phone number, like.
I mean, you are an adult. He'd probably be okay with that.
I mean, we can try.
Hey, actually, I'll ask him real quick. Dale is actually pretty responsible. He's just working hard at the best.
Yeah, and I like it.
Oh,
Like,
no, they got the door closed. They're probably laying down. Never mind.
alright. Yeah. 'cause
Star,
I
did you
mean-
just said you would try to be like Dream? Don't insult yourself
Maybe.
like that.
What happened?
Dream is one ugly dude, bro.
I said I'd have a mask like him.
Can we not bring him up?
Why, bro? Why specifically, huh? You got a problem with Dream?
Yeah, one of the people he records with just got outed as a pedophile.
Yeah. Jacoby's one that posted it, Jordan, not me.
Vamp literally just zoned himself out.
Oh, what? What happened?
Never mind. Conversation's over.
Well, Jordan was talking to me and you were talking to me and I kind of...
Okay. Well, do you even remember, like, where you were at in our conversation?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Dream and I was asking you what your problem with Dream was.
One of the people he records with just got outed as, like, a pedophile or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know if that's exactly what it was. Like, again, I don't want to get into it. I'm not... You know, I don't record with them. I don't watch them. I don't... This is not a drama channel. This is not a drama podcast. But from what I've heard is there's something
Going down.
with the Dream group that, ain't looking
Well, they're
good.
Minecraft YouTubers, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. I don't even know who all is really in the group. I just know Dream. We talked about Dream on the Minecast before, actually, because the voice actor of Gumball called him the F-slur.
Actually?
Yeah. It was like Dream saying something like, I'm not that ugly or something like that, and then the voice actor for Gumball, who, believe it or not, was actually also in the Ninja Turtle movie just recently, in the Gumball voice, said, yeah, well, you're a F-slur.
F as in word for cigarette, or F as in the F word?
F as in cigarette.
Oh.
Yeah. The other one's not a slur. The other, that's just the F word. No, he called him
Yeah,
the...
but like, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he called him the full bar, you know. Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
Again, no comment. But yeah, so, again, the kind of policy right now with us in any
I have a mask. Let me find it.
kind of
No, not that mask. I have a mask.
the kind of rule just with us with any
Why is there
YouTuber
laundry?
or any YouTuber group is just, unless they talk about us, we will not talk about them. You know, I try my best to not.
Here's my mask.
Ah, that is terrifying.
Very terrifying.
Yeah, imagine me chilling in a podcast just in the dark like that.
Yeah, no.
Should be the scary person in the corner.
Yeah. I mean,
That would be kinda
realistically, if we get large enough where we have like an editor specifically for the Minecast, we could very easily just like have, you know, any of us who don't want to be like actually seen, have us have our webcam on and just have the editor blur our face for the entirety of the stream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know how to do all that. It's just a lot of work.
Yeah. And again,
I mean, we do this for like 2 hours.
Yeah. If we ever move to an actual podcast format where it's not over gameplay, where it's webcams, we'd also no longer be streaming it. It would no longer be a live thing. We'd just
you could still stream it with screen recording software.
Well, yeah. But again, if we're going to be editing, you know, if we're going to be blurring people's faces and stuff, can't really do that live.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, I just thought of something, and I'm kind of intelligent, so I'm gonna fix something.
What is it?
Well, trees grow higher than a certain point if you have no roof on your tree farm. So what I'm going to do is get a roof for the tree farm today. I already did it over on Rogue server. I was the one that did. What the
Sir,
hell?
are you sure my half mask is in the wash? Oh no, it's not. It's in my backpack. Oh, let me get my face on. That way I can actually show you guys what. Wait a second. I don't think you guys want to see me shirtless.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, Vamp, I've seen Jacoby Jones shirtless, so
I feel bad for you.
doubt it could be worse than that. No offense to Jacoby, just
Well, I mean, see, now that I've actually seen Jacoby again, I've seen him before.
yeah. I mean, he's not that big of a person, to be honest. He's actually lost a lot of weight in the last year or so. I lost a decent amount of weight my senior year. I think I've put some of it back on, but neither here nor there.
And then there's this one.
Yeah, see, that one would be neat.
Yeah, it's like a robot, like cyborg half mask.
Like, have that on and have like a hat as well, so it covers like the top of
Well,
your
I
head.
have a beanie, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is, like, if we ever do move over to actual image, like actual podcast with webcams, what you also got to remember is none of us would be able to wear any branded hats, so any hats with like a name brand on them.
Like Nike or
Well, you just cover it up with like black tape or something.
Yeah, but again, if we're going to do it live, can't do that.
Yeah, just cover it up with black tape before the screen, cover up the logo.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, no, it's just... Cause that's something me and Jacoby talked about when we first wanted to do the couch talk.
I mean, like, the mask, the full mask that I showed you, is from Spirit Halloween, so I guess you could say it was branded, but this is just from, like, some random gas station.
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just... There's a lot of things that would change if we do go to...
Okay, I want to go outside and sit on the steps.
We do go to a legitimate podcast format.
Yeah.
outside after bedtime.
Okay. Yeah.
Because again, if we do more than likely do go to a legitimate podcast format,
The only bad thing about this mask is it's actually meant to keep your face warm, so it's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot, and it also like muffles you, so you have to have like a small mic like inside the mask or something like that.
Yeah. Or like one like hooked on the inside of my shirt or something.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my hoodie. Oh, Jesus. Hot in here. Yeah, but also another reason for the whole shirtless thing is, you know, Jess is kind of like in the call, so.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I at least have some neighbors.
Professionals have standards. Whoop.
Like, and if I really need to, I'll just go out and buy a ski mask.
Yeah.
If I, like, really need to. Just because and also, the whole thing about me wearing a mask is I could build up the whole face reveal thing.
Yeah. That's kind of what I, like, said to Jacoby is, like, the first episode, really, of the couch talks or whatever we decide to name the legit podcast would be my face reveal.
Now, you see what I would do is add like suspense to it. You know, get some hype built up around it, and then be like, oh hey. See, the only thing I would be worried about though is if it happened like how it happened to Dream. People said he looks like Lord Farquaad, and now he gets no views and doesn't upload.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still upload.
Yeah, and see, and that's the exact thing is like
a small thing, do a face reveal, and then just continue wearing the mask.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like the minute you reveal your face to the world, it's like, because like the whole mysterious, like Rogue's whole kind of vibe with like the Rogue shadow, it's like, it's cool up until you do a face reveal, and then it's just like, oh, you look like anybody else, or oh, you know, you're not that attractive. Or...
I'm not hating on him for choosing him, but it's kinda cringe, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of Lowe's that his original username was something copyrighted that I don't know how he didn't realize was copyrighted.
What was it even?
Something to do with G.I. Joe.
Okay, well then.
Yeah. And, when I said to him, like, hey, if we're gonna do this seriously, you cannot risk having a copyrighted, like, username. It's like, I've had people, like, offer me, like, on Twitter and stuff to, like, what's your favorite character? I'll make you a custom, like, profile pic using that character. It's like, well, again, you're using that character. That's not smart if you want to actually do this professionally. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, if your profile pic is on Twitch or YouTube is a existing character that you're gonna get, you know, sued immediately.
It'll be more of, you can't say that it's yours.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if your profile pic is, like, Goku, and then it's just your username underneath, like, yeah, you're gonna get in trouble over that. Whether you like it or not, it's just, that's the truth of the matter.
Well, the thing is about Goku, he's a very popular character, and everybody knows who the creator is.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think it'd be that much of an issue.
Yeah, but again, it's not...
Like, specifically with Goku is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And it's just... Huh? It's
also,
just...
I probably should have done this during my stream, but, like, S in the chat for Akira Toriyama, bro.
It's just one of those, you know, using other people's...
Well, like, you've seen my Xbox profile pic, right?
Maybe.
you look at it, I'm pretty sure you can tell what that's from.
I mean, I probably couldn't, but I'm sure some people could, yeah.
Actually, I don't even remember what it's from. Hold up. I think it's Halo, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Stars was from Halo for a period of time.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? The way my account's set up, I can't do custom images for some reason for my Xbox account.
It's because you put your actual birthday in.
I didn't do it, my dad did, and he says he has me set to 18. When...
Yeah, because Rogue also cannot.
But once I can, I'll fix it.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like a lot of people are going to be seeing your Xbox.
Well, it might, depending, like, you never know.
Yeah.
Change gamer pick.
I just kind of put all of my Xbox accounts as YouTube and Twitch account logos because I just like the way they look, and I've done, the artwork myself. So why not, actually use that?
I don't remember. Maybe it's Halo or Gears of War. I think it might be Gears of War.
Might be Gears. I want to get Gears at some point. That is definitely a game I plan on buying. Probably Gears 3.
Spoiler for Gears of War 3.
Dumping dies. Yeah. Exactly
no,
why.
it's... Oh yeah, it is Halo. It is Halo. I was right. I think it's like the Covenant logo or something like that.
Oh yeah. If I was gonna have anything from like Gears or Halo as like a profile pic, I'd probably, because I think one is actually it may have been a Xbox 360 profile pic, but it was Rom from Gears of War.
Yeah. And also, I love how we both quoted that quote exactly, word by word.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've both seen that video.
Spoiler alert for Gears of War 3. Tom dies. Oh yeah, have you guys made a decision on whether Jordan can join the RP? He keeps asking me.
The RP, again, that's Rogue's baby right now.
Well, according to him, it's everybody's decision, so everybody has to come to a decision.
Yeah, I mean, it's everybody's decision. But that's definitely one of those me and Rogue kind of talk about off stream.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
then make a decision on with Star and Jacoby.
And I will say that Jordan did promise to keep his mouth clean if we do end up streaming it.
I doubt we'll ever stream that. But, yeah, I do definitely...
But I mean, like, around Star and stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was just about to say. I do definitely know, any RP that we do...
I told them that is a big deal.
Yeah, any of that stuff that we do, Star would be a part of it, and, that's just...
Rogue showed me all the locations and stuff, but I can't remember half of that.
Yeah, well, the thing is, half of the locations are gonna have to be renamed, regardless of if we're streaming or not, just because of, copyright reasons.
Well, if we're not streaming it, the copyright's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but what happens when we are doing a Roblox stream and we call a location... I mean, I don't know about Rogue, but I'm definitely still down to stream just playing that.
Yeah, well, I've done it. Me and him have done it multiple times, calling the sand areas.
Yeah. So, I just...
But that's usually on the no commentary.
Yeah, exactly. This last one was commentary because I was involved with it, and, we just need to kind of change the names. I'll find time to do it someday. But, probably not in the next couple of days, to be honest. because yeah, it is just one of those things that we named lows back when, you know, neither of us were streaming, and it wasn't an issue.
Yeah, well, even now, like I said, if you're not streaming, it's not really gonna be that big of an issue.
Yeah, but again,
Plus, we're not that big of a content creator, so it's not like anybody at Rockstar or anything's gonna notice.
Yeah, it's just better to fix it now rather than wait and risk that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's one of those things, and this is something I kind of been preaching on here recently. Any little thing you do can harm you long term on YouTube and Twitch, and even just the internet in general. Like every time Rogue is like screw Fortnite and stuff like that, or like how he kind of like harps on Raid Shadow Legends, by saying stuff like that, down the road when you are a larger content creator and, you know, Raid or Fortnite or whatever game you play that you like, oh, this game sucks, I hate this game, the creator's bad, this, that, and the other, they can look at that and say, you know what, we're not going to sponsor your video. You know what I mean, though?
Okay, see, Raid Shadow Legends, yeah, cool game. I'm just tired of hearing about it.
It's been 5 years.
Like, awesome, yeah. Cool, promote your game. But not every single YouTuber in the world, bro. Chill.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I enjoy Raid. It's a natural game. I do enjoy playing it. I just did a video on it today. Wednesday is my Raid day over on the second channel. The mobile channel, I should say.
I'm not saying it's bad, it's just like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I can definitely, like, agree that it can and has gotten annoying here and there, but it's just, like, it really is just a fun game, and, like, I don't know about a lot of the YouTubers that they did sponsorships with, but I do know, like, there's a decent chunk of YouTubers who actually do regularly play the game. Like, you can type in, you know, Raid Shadow Legends on YouTube, and there's quite a bit of content on that game. It's honestly like, Raid Shadow Legends is one of those games that just kind of goes hand in hand with YouTube. Even though they have this whole deal with Amazon, so you'd think it'd go a lot more hand in hand with Twitch, but at the same time, you can't really stream on Twitch on your phone. You can, but it's just laggy as hell. Like this call, because I just echoed. Wow.
Well, also, it depends on what phone you have, too.
Yeah.
So, me, if I tried to stream, my phone would probably explode.
Me and Rogue both
Me trying to play Roblox, my phone heats up so much.
Yeah.
Like, it, like, threatens to explode.
Hey, that was my thing.
I wish my phone would heat up. Maybe you'd get the water that's stuck in its battery out. Have I ever told you that story, Vamp?
What? No.
I was washing dishes one day, and I was trying to watch...
You dropped your phone in the sink.
Yeah, I dropped my phone in the sink.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Why you have your phone in your sink in the first place?
Because I like to watch YouTube videos while I wash the dishes. I have my earbud in, just have the phone propped on the windowsill, and it's fine. But I had a notification, I was trying to click on the notification, like, see what someone had messaged me.
And you bumped your phone.
And I bumped my phone, and it toppled off the windowsill into the sink. And it was while Jacoby was over. Of all times. So, I can confirm, stream, Jacoby is a bad luck charm.
Oh, did you hear about, what happened with me and Hutton?
Somewhat.
Yeah, so basically I was replying to my mom's text message. He's like, put your phone away, and I was like, I'm following my dad's rule. And he goes, that's cool, that's not the school rules. And I go, I'd rather deal with the school than my dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, go to the office. And I was like, cool, but you guys aren't getting my phone. You can even call my dad. And guess what? They called my dad. Guess what happened? All they did was keep me for a class period, and I just got out of doing work for that class period.
Yeah. You know, I'd heard about it. I just hadn't heard the full exactly what had happened. Because Rogue told me some.
Yeah. It was honestly funny, and I was like, because I asked Chris, I was like, did you call my dad? And he goes, yeah, and I go, I was right, and Chris goes, yeah.
Hearing, again, I'm not going to say his name because now I'm streaming, but hearing the principal realize he's wrong is just, there's something so satisfying about the defeat in his voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly the greatest triumph. And
Yeah, and Hutton's like, Hutton's like, well, your dad's not here, and I said, you want to tell him that?
yeah.
Because you know how my dad is, you've met my dad.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple years, but yeah.
Not even, it hasn't even been that long.
I mean, I haven't like, seen your dad in person since before my mom passed away.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, but it's not been, like, super long.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or 4 years.
He knows who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't saying it's been super long, I'm just saying, like, it's longer than you actually think.
Yeah. See, but if, we do go along with what you said about, you giving my dad your number, he'd probably have to talk to you about being responsible, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, don't let me do any dumb shit.
Yeah, and again, you know, the entire time you're here, you're going to be under my supervision. Like, even if, like, for whatever reason, Dad or Melissa would have to leave, you would still be under my supervision.
Yeah, because you're there, like, all the time.
Yeah, like, there's not a reason, unless, like, something super bad happened to Jacoby's household, there would not be a reason for me to have to leave.
Well, and either way, I would come with you then, because, you know, I know Jacoby, you know, if he needs help.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, did you hear about what happened to Joseph?
No, I did not. I heard he had a concussion.
Yeah, so basically they were playing knocker ball. He got knocked out of his ball and slammed his head into the ground, like, super hard.
Jesus. I mean, that kid's...
And Lily was almost in, like, tears because I was the only one that, like, came down and checked on him and was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, because, you know, you're one of the homies, was, you know, we check on our own, and she's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, none of my actual friends did that, and I said, well, I guess they're not your actual friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's, honestly, Yosef's just, he's very accident prone. That's
That is true.
That's kind of just how he is.
He's a pretty chill dude, though.
Oh yeah, he's a very cool dude. I mean, I hung out with him a very large amount, during summer school specifically. I was actually...
He's, like, back at school now and everything. I'm like, dude, you have a concussion. You need to take a couple days of rest.
He doesn't get to take rest because of his mom.
Oh, is she, like, super strict?
She's not super strict, but, like, she has younger children as well. So, like, he has to basically, like, babysit and all this other stuff.
Ah.
He's basically, like, a second parent to those smaller children. It's his household's it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, cause even Lily was like, "Yo, he like," cause I was like, "Yo, did Justin stay home today?" He's like, "No, he's back at school." And I was like, "He shouldn't be at school. He has a concussion." And
yeah, his mom's just one of
even
those
when
like.
I got a concussion, I went home that day and didn't go to school the next day.
I never had a concussion, but I did have a small head injury once during football. And I basically, like, for an entire week, I just couldn't look at screens. Like, I was still able to go to school and read. Like, I was told by the doctor, like, if you feel a headache coming on while reading, stop reading. Like, don't do it. Like, tell the teachers, like, I can't.
Yeah.
And then, like, don't be looking at screens. So I couldn't do anything on, like, the
Technically,
tablets.
that is part of having concussion. So you probably had a minor concussion.
Yeah, yeah. But it was just like, you know, if like, don't do anything on your tablet, and if, like, you have a headache while reading, like, tell the teacher. But I was fine, like, literally a week, and I was fine.
Yeah, you heard about how I got my concussion, right?
Probably, but it's been a while, so.
Me and Rogue were messing around in the lunchroom, and I ran into a door.
Yeah, that'll happen.
No, I hit that door hard.
Yikes.
Like, I was, like, full speed sprinting. And I tripped and fell, wham, right into the door. And now I have a scar on my ear from it.
Oof.
Yeah, this ear, you can't really see it, but there's
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
There's a piece missing out of my ear, and there's, like a line of, like, where the door handle hit me in the side of the skull.
See, I got very lucky in not having, like, facial scarring or anything like that. Because, I told
See, for me, I'm not saying scars are cool, because you probably got them doing something dumb.
Yeah.
Behind every scar, there's a story.
Yeah, exactly. I told this one, I think the other day on the Rogue stream, but I'll tell it again, because it's just a cool story. So again, I grew up in a mostly boy family.
Yeah,
I have a brother, I have 2 cousins on my mother's side who are both boys. I had 3 cousins on my dad's side who are all boys. So, again, lots of boys will be boys will wrestle, fight, you know, the whole works. So, something about headlocks, chokeholds, was just something we were all just kind of fascinated with. So, because I had, you know, wrestled my older cousins once and been put into a chokehold, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get good at a chokehold. And, I actually, choked, one of my cousins, older cousin, he's like 2 or 3 years older than me, to the point his face turned red, and, like, I got in trouble over it.
Yeah. Nah, see, me, I'm one of those people, like, I'll let you choke me to the verge of me not being able to breathe, and I'll be like, alright, and I'll tap, and I'll be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I won't take it too far.
Yeah. But, like, I learned, now this was only a couple years, like 4 or 5 years ago, but I learned that I could actually choke myself out.
Now, why would you go and do a thing like that?
Again, I thought it, so, it all kind of goes back to when I was in elementary school.
Oh, God.
There was this thing where, like, if you I don't know how to describe it, but you can basically, like, forcefully turn your face red.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you, like, it can make you pass out. And for whatever reason, I was just the best at doing it. Like, because a lot of people in my, I think it was 3rd grade class, could do it. And we would do it fairly regularly. But for whatever reason, it was just, I was really good at it. So,
Nah, that'd be a good way to get out of the class, make yourself pass out.
yeah. So yeah, it would make you pass out. But I learned that I could actually, you know, make myself pass out. And
You
yeah.
just walk up to the teacher and you're like, I don't feel so...
See, I did it, the only time I've ever done it was, while one of my cousins was over. I was, like, sitting on the edge of my bed, and I did it. How I have to do is I have to have, like, my back to a wall, and basically, like, again, choke myself. So, I actually fell off the bed, and, almost hurt myself, like, fairly badly.
Yeah, I can, like, fake collapse and make it look very convincing.
Yeah. But, see, I got really off topic because the entire story was supposed to be about a fight, about how I'm glad I don't have facial scars. So, long story short, when I was in middle school, probably around the same time, or elementary school, probably around the same time, 3rd or 4th grade, a kid rode my bus.
Uh,
I'm not gonna say his name, because I doubt you know him.
I might.
I think he'd be a senior this year. But we would wrestle on the bus, like not super like I'm gonna kill you type, but it got bad a few times. Because the thing with me and this kid is, and he actually ended up being in wrestling, but the thing with both me and this kid was we took it seriously. To the point of like...
The kid you're talking about kind of like freakishly tall?
No. Believe it or not, he's not actually that tall. The specific person I'm talking about. I'll mute and just tell you his name.
Cause I might know them. I feel like...
But basically one time we were wrestling on the bus,
Yeah.
and I put him into a headlock.
Your mic just took a dookie.
Seriously, my phone?
Yeah. I can still hear you, but it's like all garbled.
Weird. I just muted and unmuted. So hopefully that fixes it.
No, it's just getting worse.
Star?
Can you hear yourself at all through my phone?
No. Star. Did she fall asleep over there?
Star, hello.
Pretty sure she fell asleep because I was gonna have her. Alright, I left and rejoined.
Yeah, there you go, it's back.
There we go. Alright. But, one time when we were wrestling on the bus, I put him into a chokehold.
And you put him back.
And no, because of just how competitive we were, rather than him go night-night or tap, he decided to reach back and dig his fingernails into my eyeball. Like,
Ooh.
top of my eye, like above my eyebrow, and just rake
Like your eyelid?
Huh?
Like your eyelid?
No, like above my eyebrow. Like, put your hand on your
Okay.
eyebrow and raked his fingernails down to my cheek.
What the?
And he just did that. I think he did it a few times, trying to get me to let him go. But it, like, he didn't cut me open that I wasn't bleeding. But have you ever had, like, sweat in your eye?
Yeah, I know. I know it poked in me being and poked in the eyes.
The
I've done it
exact,
myself multiple times.
the exact feeling. Like, I felt like I had sweat in my eye. And it hurt so bad. Like, literally thinking about it right now, my eye hurts.
Yeah, sweat. Your eye is not fun.
But, and honestly, like, I'm very fortunate that that didn't scar me. Because he could have very easily damaged my eye and, you know, scarred my entire, again, from the eyebrow down to
Hear me out, though.
my cheek.
Scratch your face and it did scar. You can be like, oh, I got attacked by a bear.
I got attacked by a wolf, yeah.
And you can play it off like you're like this badass.
Yeah. But again, it was just one of those things where it was like, kids being kids. I was better.
Me and Darius wrestle like all the time. I don't really do it with him too much anymore. He's kind of like being a baby about it now.
Yeah.
Like when he was a little bit younger, you would go at it.
I mean, me and Rogue also
I'd
used,
always win because I'm the older one, but
yeah, me and Rogue also used to wrestle, but like since I've turned 18, it's just like I've stopped because I always worry, because he has threatened to like call the cops on me before, so it's just like I don't want to risk that if he actually were to.
like that's so dumb though. Why would you do that?
It is, it honestly is, but you know, it is. It's understandable. I mean,
I mean, to me, it's not. It's you messing around with your brother.
Well, yeah, but like a lot of the times, I'm the one that's instigating it.
Oh, so you're kind of being like a little a-hole about it.
Yeah, like I'll poke him like on the side, or like if he'll be, if he's laying on the bed, I'll just kind of like grapple with him, or like try and pin him, like wrestling.
Okay, I'm glad you said like wrestling.
Yeah. I wanted to clarify that because I knew it would be taken out of context. And then like he's the one where like, because Rogue is autistic, just for everyone watching.
Yeah.
Rogue, it is a real thing. It's not. He doesn't joke about it. He is actually. I mean, he does joke about it, but it's not just a joke. He is actually autistic.
Well, I know this. I know.
I was just again informing stream.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people on stream like he jokes about mental health. He jokes about disabilities.
No, he's actually autistic.
He is actually on the spectrum.
I've never been tested, but I might be.
Yeah, he is actually legitimately on the spectrum. So like, when he doesn't want touched, he makes it very clear. Like he will, like, if I try to like wrestle with him and he doesn't want to wrestle, like doesn't want touch, like he'll just start throwing his arm. Like Rogue's #1 fighting response is closed fist and to just slam the back of his hand into my face.
Yep.
Forehead, nose, jaw, wherever he can hit, and he just starts throwing that back at me. That's his #1 response.
Yeah, he did that to me the other day when he flipped out at me, and I messaged you about this.
Yeah.
He hit me in the chest.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, dude, you need to chill, and he did it again.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I need to message Dale before I do something I'm gonna regret.
But yeah. It's just one of those, like, when he doesn't want touched, he makes it very clear. He's very vocal about it.
I just had, like, my phone playing, because I don't have earbuds for my headphones yet.
Yeah.
For my iPhone yet, because they're, like, expensive.
Yeah.
And he flipped out on me about it, and I was like, dude, I don't really have a choice. Like, started, like, hitting me, and I was like, because I'm one of those people, like, you hit me once, I might forgive you, but you hit me twice, and that's where you done messed up.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't want to hurt him, that's why I messaged you.
Yeah, like, but what were you playing through your phone? Was it music?
I was just watching TikTok, dude.
I mean, that may have been why. He's very against TikTok.
Like, I was just going through, just watching random stuff.
Yeah.
Because this happened in Landis' room while we were eating lunch.
Yeah. And that's another part of the thing is, I think when he's in that specific, again, I'm not going to repeat the teacher's name, just for the sake of we are live.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah. I try not to...
if they were to search said name, it's not like...
Yeah, but again, I try not to use specific names.
I mean, we kind of already doxed where we lived on accident anyways.
I speak for yourself, buddy.
Talking about Grissom and stuff like that.
Yeah, for point, I did say that earlier. But yeah, I think part of it is just when he's in that specific teacher's classroom, he kind of likes peace and quiet. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, he could just be like, hey, turn your phone off. He didn't have to, like, wail on me.
Yeah, again, he's unique. No one will...
Before, back in, like, 7th grade when he hit me in the nose.
Yeah, no one will truly understand Rogue ever.
Like, I understand it, because you can ask, my sister, I flipped out on her, because like, they were trying to get me to wake up, because, like, I slept in really late, and she kept pouring water on me, so I took the water bottle, dumped it on her, and smacked her in the head with it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was like, hey, leave me alone, I'm trying to get, like, and I just kind of snapped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own little ins and outs. I mean, there's things I don't like that other people like.
And if I ever do come over, me and you do gotta wrestle. Just Just because I want to see how good you are at wrestling.
I'm not anymore. And the other again, with, like, my feet problems. Like, you know about my feet, right?
Yeah. Because Rogue has the same problem.
Yeah. And the other thing is, so this is kind of a 4 trait, because my father also has it.
Okay, so it's like a hereditary thing.
No, I'm talking about it. I was switching topics. I was gonna talk about a different thing.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to wrestling, if I get hit in the nose at all, I start seeing red, and I get that too. I can very easily go from just messing around wrestling to legitimately choking you, and you might be tapping, and I won't realize it. That's why I don't wrestle anymore.
See, like, because I've had stuff like that happen before. Like, if you don't realize that I'm doing it, I will, like, hit you, like, in the jaw to, like, get it to click.
Yeah. Like,
And I'll be loud about it. I'll be like, hey.
Yeah. See, I've stopped wrestling altogether since I turned 18 because it's just like, I can go to jail now if I go too far. And
The thing is, I box grown men, so, like...
Yeah, see, again, I'm not a boxer at all. I'm not a wrestler either. I could have wrestled for my school.
I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I don't remember most of it though.
Yeah, I could have very easily wrestled for school. I could have very easily wrestled in middle and high school.
I was going to, but by the time my dad was like, "Yeah, you can do it," it was already too late.
Well, my thing was
like everybody that was already doing it was like way heavier than me.
Well, my thing with it all, and that was kind of my reasoning, because when I was asked to do it, I was currently playing basketball, and those two are the same season, so if I had chosen...
Nah, for my dad, it was more of, he didn't want me staying after school and, like, you know...
Yeah. Yeah, now for me, it was just, like, I wanted... My dad had played basketball... I wanted to play basketball, so when, like, I was asked by the coach, like, hey, you know, he didn't even ask me, he asked my mom. He was like, I want your son to wrestle for me, and she mentioned it to me, and it's like, I don't want anything to do with that person, you know, I don't like the wrestling coach.
Well, McBriar, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, one day, our gym teacher wasn't here in middle school, and so he was like, alright, I'm gonna teach you guys a couple things about wrestling, and this is at the time I was doing jiu-jitsu, and they were teaching us wrestling stances and stuff like that. He goes, alright, what I want you to do is get into a wrestling stance, and I immediately did it, and he's like, whoa, where'd you learn to do that? And I was like, oh, this blah, 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 and he's like, good, that's a good stance, and I was like, let's go.
Yeah, see...
And that's when I started thinking about doing wrestling, and my dad's like, no. And then, like, when I got to 9th grade last year, it's like, yeah, you can do it. And I was like, yeah, there's no point in me doing it now.
Yeah.
Because I already quit doing jiu-jitsu, like...
See, what I had happen was Rogue and our cousin had been going to, like, the junior wrestling nights.
Oh, yeah. And
one night I had to tag along for whatever reason. And because for whatever reason the wrestling coach thought I wanted to be involved with it, he paired me up with another you're older than me, a crump.
Oh, yeah.
The older one. And, because no one ever wanted to wrestle him because, you know, he was only in wrestling for a couple years and wasn't that good. But, they were teaching us, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Oh, God. Forgive me, stream. But, because, where was I? Yeah. They were learning a specific move, one of the snaps. And so I got paired up with a older kid who was a lot bigger than me, because at the time I weighed maybe 110 pounds.
Yeah, you was a little itty bitty thing.
I was short. I was very until I didn't gain.
I just saw lightning outside the window.
I didn't gain the weight that you know me for until freshman year of high school. Because it was during COVID that I got depressed and put on all the weight. Before that, I played football. I played basketball. I was very scrawny.
Yeah, no, Dale. You talked to his mom.
I had a very high metabolism.
Sorry, I was talking to my dad.
Oh, you're good. And,
hold on, let me ask you.
Okay.
Okay, so I figured you might have to talk to him about this.
Alright, unmuted.
Like,
And we're back stream. What was I even talking about? But yeah, I was very skinny. So, when we did the snap, I did it, I don't know if I did it wrong, per se. But basically the snap was, you kind of throw the other person, you swing around and get behind them, and you pin them.
yeah.
And how I did it, and again, to this day I don't know if I did it incorrectly or correctly, but from what I remember is I drove my knee kind of into his back,
Ooh.
and it resulted in him crying. But because I had been so quick to do it, like he demonstrated it once and I did it immediately. Like, I didn't need multiple goes. I did it flawlessly, other than, you know, the knee. After the coach, which it was the head coach, the math teacher, from then forth, that man showed up to every basketball game I played, talked to my mother, just trying to, like, sweeten her up to convince me to play, to wrestle for him. Because he just thought I was that good.
See, not, because, like, what you did is kind of what I do when I do kickboxing. Sometimes I'll slip up, and like, because I was doing certain combinations, and what I'll do is I'll slip up, and I'll, like, slip something extra in.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, crap, I screwed up, and they'll be like, no, it's a good habit to have. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was just one of those things, like, he would not, like, honestly, he would not leave me alone. And then I ended up quitting basketball. I wanted to sit out 8th grade. I wanted to sit out 8th grade. I had full plans to return and do basketball come freshman year, because it was just like 8th grade. I had a lot going on 8th grade. My great grandfather had passed just a couple years ago. I was finally, like, honestly processing that. I was in a very volatile relationship, and I didn't want to have to worry about basketball.
I'm guessing this is said toxic relationship that I've heard about.
Yes. Oh my God, Tom, what are you doing in the water?
Tom wants to be with you.
Right?
Oh, welcome back, Star. I knocked Tom off the bed, and he flew.
Sorry, did you go to sleep?
What?
Did you go to sleep?
I don't know.
Yeah, you fell asleep, babe.
We called called your name like 4
Of
times.
course I did.
Tom?
Brady?
Tom. Come on. You stupid bird. Land.
Somebody doesn't want to land.
Get on my shoulder.
But yeah, dude, like, well, first of all, you gotta make sure your dad's okay with me coming over.
Yeah. Again, I'll kind of talk a little more with them.
I don't think he'll care, just as long as, like, I don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
But also, from what I've heard from Rogue, is he thinks I'm the reason why Rogue gets in trouble.
Yeah. That is true.
Even though I could be, like, all the way on the other side of the school building.
Yeah, it's... Again, because the problem is, Rogue is... And I'm not trying to say this in a negative way, Rogue is kind of a known liar.
Well, I mean, when I was younger, I don't do it very much anymore. Well, actually, I don't really do it at all anymore, and I get very mad when people accuse me of it. I used to lie, like, all the time.
Yeah. See,
And now
Rogue...
it's like, if you accuse me of lying, I'm liable to punch you in the face.
Yeah, Rogue's kind of the same way. He is...
Like, I do not lie anymore. Like, it's...
Yeah. But he's kind of a known liar. So...
Because the person who birthed me, I wouldn't say it's my mother, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She was actually a pathological liar, and then my person who I now call my mom is like, oh well, your birth person was like a pathological liar, so I was like, no, I'm not going to be like them, and I literally went against my brain.
Yeah.
And now I do not lie anymore.
But yeah, you know. So it's just one of those. A lot of the times, it's not that we ever like really think you're the reason Rogue gets in trouble. It's usually just that's the way he tells the story. It's usually like, well, I did
like,
this.
I'm probably usually always there because
Yeah.
we hang out. Like,
Yeah. It's usually just, well, I did this, so Vamp did this, and, like, that's why I got in trouble. It's like, yeah, but you're not saying the 3 other things you did leading up to that. So it was like the recent knife thing.
yeah, I basically had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, well, we didn't get the full story till my dad actually went to the meeting at school and got to hear from the vice principal what they had gotten to hear, and it's like, yeah, Rogue,
You know what's funny? I was there in the room, standing next to them, and they didn't even question me.
Yeah. Well, they didn't need to. They had, from what I heard, they had another student who went to a teacher.
Yeah, but I figured since I was there, they'd want an eyewitness account or whatever.
No. That's the thing with that school is, if they have one person saying something and they are capable of pursuing that, they're going to.
Because they questioned another person there that was right next to me in room.
Yeah. Part of it is
we
just
kind of hang out with.
part of it is just you and Rogue kind of have gotten that kind of a reputation at school. Of like, you two would lie for each other, and they knew that.
Not, see, to a point.
Yeah, exactly, but like... But, back to the story I was trying to say, because we got really sidetracked.
Yeah. We have a habit of doing that.
But during 8th grade year, I ended up having the wrestling coach as a math teacher. And,
This is, I'm guessing, the guy named after a video game.
Yes. My half-cousin, so my cousin's cousin by marriage, so it'd be my second cousin, half, whatever.
Dun, dun, dun.
In his class, we're all lined up at the door waiting for the bell to ring to go. Has the audacity, because again, I didn't get along with her at the time. Later on, we had to like actually watch her, because she ended up running away from home and she stayed here for a while. But And me and her,
Oh, I know who this is. I know who it is.
me and her became decent friends then. But at the time, like, I hated her guts. Like, she was... And, like, she wasn't even, like, from a wealthy family, but I just thought she was preppy. Like, she just acted like that, you know what I mean?
She just had that attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
know exactly what you're talking about, because my sister's the same way, and God, it grates on her.
so she had the audacity to be like, to say to me, so, Dale, who are you dating now? Because I had been, again, I was in multiple separate relationships within the same week. Because it was just, I was not in a very good place mentally.
So it's just kind of like you needed someone.
Exactly. I had, and still do, I have fairly decent separation anxiety. I went through an entire, like, phase in middle school where it's just like, I was dating women simply because I did not want to be alone.
I mean, that's understandable. A lot of people have that fear.
Well, I had went from a off and on a year plus relationship to being completely single over a summer break.
Well, see, for me, that's kind of how it is currently, except for the relationship that I was in was going on almost 3 years.
Yeah. We had been often, like, we had broken up a few times because of just, like, her mental health, my mental health, stuff like that. And then, over summer break, she actually didn't tell me, had gotten with someone else. Won't delve too much into that because, again, the past is in the past.
Yeah.
But, so I just went through this entire kind of phase of just, I wanted to be with people because I just didn't want to be alone. I had lost my great-grandfather, my relationship with my mother kind of wasn't there, hadn't been in counseling at the time. This was in a very bad place.
Yeah.
And, so, this half-cousin of mine just decides to say, so Dale, which girl are you with now? And I snapped and said, none of your business, B-word. And the math teacher acted like a literal saint and pulled the, no one leaves my class until I know who said that. You know, I've never cussed in my life, just entire rant. Bell rang, I immediately left. I did not care. I got written up over it, but I did not care. Because
See, I was really hoping you said you suplexed them.
I was just at my breaking point mentally, and then he just...
Oh, I've been to that point before. Like, it's gotten to the point where me and my dad ended up having to put me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to that point.
Well,
like,
I'll actually tell that story here in a minute. They'll probably be what we'll end off on. But yeah,
Like,
he just went in this entire rant, and I just left. But yeah. So after that, it's like I literally said to him, like, I don't. You might be a cool dude. I like your math class, but I guarantee I will never wrestle for you after that. Because that night I had to stay after school for whatever reason, and I heard him yelling, like top of his lungs at the wrestling student, like wrestling kids. And I heard plenty of stories from friends who were in wrestling about just how hard he pushed kids. And how, like,
well,
bad...
yeah, that's what a coach is supposed to do, though.
Yeah, but, like, having kids literally tell me that they're starving themselves to cut weight to be able to wrestle in the weight class he wants them to wrestle in, or forcing themselves to eat to gain weight, like, that is not good. I had a kid who literally said he ate one meal and drank probably an entire gallon of water every day for 2 weeks to drop weight to wrestle in the weight class that the coach wanted him to wrestle in. Like,
see,
dude was literally spitting into a cup to try and lose water weight.
bruh,
Yeah.
that's a little intense.
And then that kid, the minute he quit wrestling, gained like over 100 pounds simply because he hadn't been eating right. Like, have you ever heard about that? Like, if you starve yourself for a long time and then you eat properly, like, you gain a stupid amount of weight.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. His diet was so bad because of the wrestling coach. So that when he quit wrestling, he gained a bad amount of weight. And now his mental health's in the toilet. But, like, knowing all that, I would never wrestle for that coach. Ever. So, yeah. That rant out of the way.
I thought this was supposed to be about Minecraft.
No, it's never about Minecraft. I just play Minecraft in the background.
I'm just making jokes.
So, the story that's kind of similar to yours, Vamp. And this is one I don't tell very often because it's not a very good look for me. I had broken my phone.
I feel like I've heard something close to this.
I don't recall if this... I want to kind of hope this was before me and Star dated. I don't recall. Because again, I was not a very good person before me and Star dated. And even when we started dating, like, really after my mom passed away is when I started cleaning up. Okay, it would have had to have been... Because I was in counseling a decent amount of time before me and Star started dating.
Oh, yeah.
But, I had broken my phone, and me and Rogue had worked out a deal where after 9 p.m., he'd give me his phone.
Yep.
I'd get to use his phone, plug it in, he'd get it back in the morning so that I could talk to my girlfriend at the time. Because I got to see her at school, I just couldn't talk to her outside of school. And, me and Rogue, being Rogue, 9 o'clock rolls around, I ask for the phone, he argues with me, 15 more minutes, this, that, and the other, and then Mom says, if you're gonna argue, no one's gonna get it. I'm just gonna take it. And, I flipped. And again, it was just one of those, I was stressed, I was at my breaking point.
Okay, if what I think happened, you might want to stop right there.
I did not hit my mother.
Okay.
Because I would never do that. I was raised to never hit a woman. Instead,
Yeah,
I punched...
Sure, because...
Instead, I punched my door and put a hole in my door. Proceeded to lock myself in my bedroom, cry on the couch, until she came banging on the door like 30 minutes later. I let her in and we talked, and that was when we decided it was time that I started counseling. Because my mental health had just degraded to that extent that it
got to a point where, like, I didn't go to counseling for it, and I haven't really told anybody this, but screw it. Basically, it got to a point where, like, when everybody would go to bed, I'd just sit there and cry, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I eventually got myself out of it, but it was like...
It's hard. Mental health is the...
And especially everything that's been going on lately. I mean, it's all kind of situated now, but I'm pretty sure you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just every little thing affects you emotionally, and over time it builds.
And me being ADHD and ODD and ACD.
Yeah.
ADD, that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just like, it was so bad for me because like we literally did, like, me and my mom discussed it. The first few counseling meetings, she was in the room, so it was like the three of us, so that like she could kind of be informed of like the progress we were making and stuff, and then over time, like topics were being brought up. I think it was close to around the time I started dating Star that she stopped. Like I didn't ask her to stop, but I just kind of was like, I think this would work better if it was a one-on-one with the counselor, and she understood.
So you can say things you don't want her to hear.
Exactly. And, but I was so low at that point and so just emotionally broken that had I not been raised with the values I was raised with, I could have hit my own mother. And that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah. See, like, I'm the same way. I will never, ever hit my mom.
I would never hit a woman in general.
See, no, okay, I might have said this before, but my dad's rule on it is if they hit you like a man...
I mean, I kind of, like, equal rights, equal fights and stuff like that, but again, it's just... I had one incident, 2 incidents actually, where I never hit a woman.
Hey, did I?
One was the very turbulent ex of mine. I know, Star, you don't like me talking about my ex, and I'm very sorry we've kind of gone off on this direction.
You're good.
Okay. But, the turbulent one, she was literally a vampire. Like, hardly would go outside, always wore a hoodie, didn't matter the weather. So, one time, when we were talking, it was during one of our breakups, where she was just like, she kind of came to the church where I had scouts at, and was just like, it's over, yada 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 yada, and I didn't forcefully grab her arm, but like I grabbed her arm to be like, no, stop, talk to me. And
yeah, no, I get you.
Managed to bruise her because again, she was a vampire, bruised very easily. And I was like berated by her friends about that. It's like, have you seen her? Like, you could like barely touch her and you bruise her. Like, I didn't assault her or anything. And then the other one was this was freshman year. This was the beginning of my real descent into depression. I had just started a relationship right before summer break of 8th grade year. And we both agreed first day of the next school year, we'd meet up, you know, and have a kiss, and then yada yada yada, whatever. Literally like 3 days into the school year, she said she told me we were breaking up. Never did, but then had her new boyfriend, literally the same day, give me back the hoodie that I had given her.
Oof.
So I confronted her in the hallway, and again, didn't hit her, didn't touch her. I didn't punch, but I put my fist to like the locker next to her to like kind of lean closer to her face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she literally said, if you ever hit close to me like that again, I will kill you, or something along those lines. And then told everybody that I tried to hit her. Yeah.
Right.
I've only ever had 2 situations where I, you know, were accused of hitting a woman. Would never do it. They never happened. But
see, the only time I would ever do it if it's a self-defense situation. Or, of course, like, let's say I'm doing boxing with them and they're my sparring partner.
Yeah.
Like, that's different.
I mean, I'm sure, like, if a woman hit me for no apparent reason, like, if I was on, like, the subway or, like, on a public bus, and a woman just socked me in my jaw, I'm sure at that point I just probably wouldn't be able to control myself. It'd just be reactionary. But I would never willingly, I would say, hit a woman. That's official statement on that. I would never...
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but since I've been doing kickboxing and stuff like that, my reflexes have been getting, like, faster. And I think it was Rogue. It was Rogue or somebody. I was walking down the hallway and I wasn't paying attention, and they grabbed my shoulder and I whipped around and stopped my fist like an inch from their face.
It was Rogue. It was Rogue. Because he told me about that.
And I was like, dude, you cannot be coming up on me like that.
I literally said to Rogue, I was like, well, maybe if you just kept your hands to yourself, you wouldn't have those problems.
No, No, because he said my name. I didn't hear it. I had like one of my ADHD like zone out. Like,
Yeah.
Like, cause like whenever I zone out, like I am zoned out. Like you'll have to like put your hands in front of my face. So, like you don't touch me though, because I am liable to sock you.
Yeah. Alright,
And
well,
I won't be able to control it because it'll be completely reflexive.
Alright, well, I have to run to the bathroom real quick.
Alright, I actually do too. That's better to say.
Star, we will be back. I mean, already. Star will be back, and if you are awake enough to have a conversation, please lead us in conversation when we get back, because you haven't really gotten to talk much.
Yeah, alright. Be right back.
Okay.
I grabbed me a packet of lunch meat.
Alrighty, and we're back, stream. So, Star, if you would kindly lead us in a conversation.
Also, do you guys do that too? Do you guys just eat raw lunch meat? Like, out of the packet?
No.
Salami. When I was living down south, I would just eat salami slices out of the package.
Alright, what are you saying, Star?
Didn't know that.
I sent you pictures of me just holding up a salami slice.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember any of that.
Yeah, I mean, my face wasn't in the picture, so you probably didn't save any of them.
I say it's crazy how big you are compared to Star.
And Vamp saw a picture of us together in person and messaged me out of the blue the other day, just, you're so much bigger than Star. I'm like, not really. He goes, yeah, but like, you are. I'm like, have you seen Jacoby? And he's like, fair point. And like, that's a funny thing, because I was just thinking about that kind of was in the bathroom.
Like, compared to you and the picture that I saw, she's just like an itty bitty thing.
Well, like, when I think of myself mentally, I actually think of myself as smaller than I actually am. And I don't know why I do that, really, because it's like, all of my friends, like, Jacoby is the tallest out of all of us.
Yeah.
Like, my entire friend group. My friend Zaratho, you know him as Raimi.
Yeah.
He's like about the same height as me. He might actually be taller than me now, like just by a little.
Wait, he graduated too, didn't he?
Yeah. But like, out of like the entire group, I was the shortest. But like, by literal like centimeters. Like, I wasn't that much shorter than anybody else in the group. Like, Jacoby, I'm a good couple inches shorter than him, and I think Demon, which again, you know as Alex, I'm a good couple inches shorter than he is as well. But like, my friends Lieboogie and Lotion, I'm not that much shorter than them, if you actually like look at us next to each other. But like, I don't know why, like, I always just like treated myself as like the little brother of the group, like the short one, like, Like,
Yeah, but also, Alex and Jacoby are like massive.
yeah. Like, we'll be walking, like, when Lotion, me, and Jacoby hung out here at Jacoby's house, we went walking around the city, like, where Jacoby, like, me and Jacoby live. Even when we were over at Lotion's house, like, I was always, like, scared, like, oh, we're out walking at night, and, like, they'd both be like, have you seen us?
Yeah.
Like, Jacoby's huge, and then, like, me and Lotion are both, like, decent size, but, like, I don't know why, like, I've always just, like, when I think of myself, like, I'm very confident when I want to be, but when it just comes to, like, height and, like, build, it's just, like, I always picture myself as smaller and, like, weaker than I actually am.
See, you can ask anybody who knows me. You can even ask Rogue. I'm a cocky little a-hole.
Yeah, like, I'm sure I could take a good amount of people in a fight, but, like, mentally, I just always kind of, like, downplay myself.
Like, if you challenge me, I will take that challenge, and I will make sure that I win.
Yeah. See, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I will avoid conflict at all costs.
Nah, because see, in my opinion, if you challenge me, you need to be shown that you can't do that.
Yeah. See, and like we said last episode, Minecast, Jacoby was a very different person before this current relationship he's in.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Before my current relationship, I was in a very bad place mentally. Before Jacoby's current relationship, he was in a bad place, like, physically. Like...
Well, apparently, according to Rogue, he doesn't even know about the taser thing that happened to...
The what?
Because apparently, Jacoby told me he got, like, tased while they were, like, doing property damage or something, and he, like, ripped it out and ran away.
Yeah.
And apparently Rogue didn't even know about that, and I was like, what? You've known him longer than I have.
And again, that's the thing, like, there's a lot of stories that, like, Rogue doesn't hear, like, from Jacoby, because again, and this, honestly, this is, like, really what it boils down to with you coming over here is, anytime someone comes over here, regardless of if they're my friend or not, or, like, I invite them over or not, people always seem to want to hang out with me over Rogue. And, like, he hates that.
Well, obviously I'll be hanging out with both of you.
Yeah.
But see, also, the thing is I'm a little bit older than Rogue.
Yeah.
I kind of relate with you more.
Yeah. And that's literally the thing, is just, like, but he's always, like, felt like people choose me over him. And we'll all three be in the same room hanging out talking, and if you talk to me more than you talk to him, it's just you're choosing me over him. Like, he has that kind of ideology. It's so
Like,
weird.
I've already said, me, you, and him, we're brothers, dude, whether we're blood or not. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I see it anyways.
Yeah. But it's just... It is what it is. I like how we were gonna have Star lead us in a conversation. We just went off on our own little...
So, Star, what do you want to talk about?
Don't mind me. Still sick and dying.
We're still sick. Poor Star.
Why is your floor in your brick house just grass?
Because I didn't want to make the floor something else.
Would it mob still spawn?
No, because
Really?
the light. Torches.
So I thought you'd still get like cows and whatnot, even
Oh,
if it's not
probably.
hostile mobs.
Probably.
Real quick, I know you're talking, Star, but you know how I'm always telling you about my dad's speaker?
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me flip around the camera. It's sitting right here.
Oh yeah, that's decent size.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, let's say I were to play it on the bus, even like at like the middle setting, it would like rattle the window.
See, my friend Lotion had like full-on a surround sound system at his house.
Yeah,
So-
and the speaker that I just showed you, you can connect both of them together. They're like concert.
Yeah. But he had like literally from my like probably knee to my shoulder height speakers.
Yeah, my dad had one of those at one point and it had like a turntable on top, and we would like mess with it.
Yeah, but he had like, I think he had 2 of those and like 2 like smaller, like medium-sized ones.
Nice, dude.
But dude, he was bad with music because he was basically deaf. And the other thing was, he'd go in the shower and have the music playing in the living room, and he'd turn it up to where he could hear it in the shower. So like, if me and Jacoby were sitting in the living room, we just could not hear each other talk the entire time.
Like, honestly, by the way I listen to music, I'm losing my music. Like, I'm
See, I don't listen to music very loudly, and I use earbuds now a lot if I'm listening to music. I don't play
yeah,
music.
I do too, but I'm saying I like my music loud because I like tuning everything out.
Yeah.
And just like once I get a car, bro, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna hear me coming a mile away.
Yeah, see, I vacuumed the house today, so I had my earbuds in. It's like, I can still hear the vacuum over my earbuds a lot of times. Some of that's, like, just the music I listen to, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're listening to a lot of rap music, you don't really need it turned up that loud.
Well, I turn like it up loud on purpose, like.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like there's certain genres, like, even specific songs, that you can kind of, like, you get away, or, like, you prefer turning it up. Like, there's a lot of, like, probably Upchurch. Like, I feel like I would turn that up a lot louder than I would, say, a Kanye West song, probably.
Well, see, I don't really listen to either, so I can't really. But I listen to a little bit of church, but it's not like how you and Rogue.
Yeah, we're bad about it. See, I don't listen to Upchurch that much now. I don't listen to a lot of artists now. I kind of have my phases. I'll spend a good couple weeks to a month listening to a specific artist or a specific, like, clump of artists, and then I'll move on.
Like not that long ago, I just wanted to listen to T-Pain, and then it was 50 Cent, and then it was Eminem, and now it's back to whatever.
See, 50 Cent for me was like an entire little chunk, because it was just... Oh god, I can't remember what album it was. It's one, was it I'm Gonna Die Tonight or whatever?
I don't know.
I don't remember. There's a lot of... It's just like... For me, there's a lot of artists that, like... You really put on it... Because I also do albums for, like, best of type deals. I won't listen to, like specific songs. So, like, if there's an artist that, like, I can put on an entire album and there's, like, not a bad song on that entire album, that's what I kind of vibe with.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can go on YouTube, and literally type in any artist and best of, and you'll get, like, a 20-song, like, compilation of just their greatest, like, their best songs. And there's a few of them that kind of don't work the greatest. There's also a lot, like, I found one that was, this morning, that was Alan Walker, that I might listen to next time I vacuum. Yeah. Music's so much of a spectrum, it's...
Just like autism.
Exactly. You know, there's so much...
Like autism. It has a spectrum.
There's so much variety of music. You never have to listen to the same song twice.
Also, I want you to know that medieval techno is a thing.
Believe it or not, I got to listen to the medieval version of Who Was in Paris. There's medieval Eminem songs, dude. It's become like an entire thing on YouTube. I don't know why. Like it showed up in my recommended one day while I was hanging out with Jacoby, and I'm playing like the real Slim Shady, but medieval. And Jacoby's like, please turn this off. This is hurting my head.
Just like country techno is a thing. Like,
see, I feel like that'd be horrible. I feel like any Dr. Dre song medievalized would just be super good, just because of like his beats.
yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day. It's like, you know how much money Dr. Dre probably could have made if he just made beats and just auctioned them off to people. It's like him making like not a very in-depth beat, like a basic beat, but like you know it's made by Dre, and just auctioning them off to people. But then I like sat down and thought about it. It's like, you know what? There's a lot of very weird people with a decent chunk of money that we would get songs about furries and stuff like that over Dre beats. So now I understand why he wanted to do a thing like that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
If I hear like a Dre beat and there's like a furry song over it, the world has ended.
It's so crazy to me, like, to actually think about it, like, and like, I don't hate on any group of people. Like, we're all people. But it's crazy to me to think like just how much money hobbyists have. Like, gaming's a fairly large hobby. You know, you gotta have a decent chunk of money to actually get into gaming.
Well, I mean, if all goes right for us and wanted to be a hobby, it'll be a career. So.
But it's like, being like, what was it, $6,000 for a fursuit? Like, where do these furries be getting the money to afford these things?
And they have multiple.
Exactly! And you gotta wash the thing.
Yeah, eventually that'll add up to like more.
Exactly. It's just like, and you gotta wash the thing and all that. It's just like, where do they be getting the money for all the for this stuff?
Or it'll be like the most like elaborate, like intricately designed.
Like
thing.
cosplayers.
Yeah, I made this, and you're like, where the did you get the time to make that?
Yeah, it's like cosplayers. It's like, where do they find, like, I know you can kind of like, if you do it for a long time, you can very easily monetize cosplay. But like,
Oh yeah.
where do you have to come from a decent, like, well-off family to have the money to even get into that hobby?
Not really. Me and my dad are into it. Like,
Well, yeah, but like, I'm talking about like very serious cosplay. Like regularly going to conventions, or like there's an entire like organization of like Star Wars role players. Like Star Wars cosplayers, like trying to remember what it was. I think it was the Mandalorian. They had a local chapter of like the 501st cosplayers come because they did have a stormtrooper.
I might have told you before on the internet. They're called the Mandalorian Mercs, and there's like thousands upon thousands of members, all each with a different, unique set of Mandalorian.
Exactly. It's like, where do these
and they
people?
do like birthday parties and.
Yeah, it's just like, where do these people find the money for these hobbies?
And it's insane because there's thousands upon thousands of people.
Yep.
Like, there's some of them, their armor is actually bulletproof. So, like, let's say, like, they decided to, like, just take over the government. They just be like, what are you gonna do? Stop us?
Yeah, it's just like...
It's insane.
Like, I understand. Like, I feel like people who work in tech can kind of afford those hobbies, like, very early on. But it's just like, how does your average Joe, like, just fit into that?
Yeah.
And it's so like, because like you also gotta think about that. It's like everybody talks about the economy constantly. The economy has to be doing decent because like furries and like large scale cosplayers, and especially LARPers, like I feel like pre 2000s, like I'm sure they were a thing, but they weren't that wide scale.
Like, because once I get the chance, I'm building my own set of Mandalorian armor.
Yeah. It's just like,
Because it's dope.
it's like biker gangs. It's like biker gangs,
For
like,
real. Like, bro, speaking of that, you know how I was reading up on the Mandalorian merch thing, right?
yeah.
There's a bunch of dudes, they're not even members of this thing yet, but they, like, go around dressed up in these Mandalorian armors, and they kick the out of criminals, like, not even playing.
It's
Like,
just,
they go around in Mandalorian armor, bulletproof Mandalorian armor, and go and beat the out of criminals.
yeah. It's crazy. Like, there's so much things in the world, and yet we, as a society, focus on this very small amount of things. But
Like, oh yeah, I like the Mandalorian. I'm gonna dress up in Mandalorian armor and go punch criminals.
sadly,
in the face.
guys, that's all we have time for this week. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week for episode 16 of the Minecast.
Like, it reminds
Peace.
me of